I've got you, girl, Clara down. Even though I'm a little bit sick, I'm making this video. Sorry. I decided to make this video because I was following Clara Dow, I think, for quite a long time, maybe even from the very beginning, because I remember her first videos, and obviously not on this channel, but yeah, on my original one, where I was just watching videos. And it really upsets me how people really dare to say things that they will never be able to say face to a person. Like Mike Tyson said, people got too comfortable with saying any stuff on the internet without being afraid to be punched in the face for that, I suppose. So this is just my one video to go against the all backlash. But I'm not afraid, and I'm happy to go against all the people that are now farming the viewership and everything on the controversy of the situation. And purpose of this video is to show that there is another side, another kind of opinion, and I want to support Clara Dow. And I need to remind you that whatever I say here is just my opinion. I don't say that I'm the truth of the truth, but just want to share with you, and I hope we can, as equals, discuss the same matter. And if it ever reaches Clara Dow, I would just want to support you with this video. Welcome to my channel, it's the Kitty Box, and I create different type of contents. It can be art, it can be music, it can be story, it can be discussing movies or games, and also podcasts like this ones about some controversies that are happening. And point of my content is that I want to share with you whatever I like to do, and also to discuss important stuff when it's needed. And now we will be discussing Clara Dow's video. Also wanted to apologize that you probably will hear that I still have a sore throat. I tried to recover until making this video, but I understood that time is passing, days are passing, and right now I have an opportunity to do that, so yeah. Okay, for the people that are not aware of the situation, let's clarify what really happened there. Clara Dow is a YouTuber who was famously known for creating content about body positivity, and more precisely about flat chest, flat body, being skinny, and all of that. So this was whole kind of persona, the whole message that she was conducting to people, and this is why she got a lot of followers, right? But recently, I think more specifically last year, started to happen some changes in her content, because she also got in relationships which she was dreaming of, and she started to change a little bit the direction of her content. And lately she also got a surgery. I think it was a final blow for people or something, and she changed her appearance, more specifically her flat chest, to being I don't know, full chest? How to say that, sorry. And suddenly all people turned against her. I won't be saying all people, but so many. Because apparently body positivism is not about you accepting yourself, but about you staying frozen in the version of you that people imagined you to be, right? It looks like people were only okay with her as long as she was the image that they could relate to, specifically the flat-chested image. And now, as the image is gone, they feel, as I understand, betrayed and all of that, and feel that they cannot relate to her anymore. Like she's not one of them anymore. Well, I don't know how to say this, but you don't own people, and like there were some significant changes in our society some centuries ago, so this is why, you cannot be owning people that you like. Sorry. Also, you don't own content creators, because they are also people. Wow. People change, they have a right to do so, and you cannot take this away from them only because you've been watching their videos and supporting them as a follower. Also, this is very funny. I will just underline that. I won't say that it would be more justifiable if it would be so, but these people that are hating on her because they were following her, were you really like supporting her? Like, were you fully taken on her financial or something and became, I don't know, her partner in life or something, that you have a say, some kind of I don't know, disappointment expression that you didn't meet your expectations, because it's still toxic in that way, but well, at least you have some point to put your opinion on, and here you have none. I understand that watching videos and watching ads, it's very important, but like, you know, you chose to be there, you chose to follow her, you chose to be a person who watches her videos, and it doesn't make you a person who chooses what she does in her life. Moreover, she's still the same person. Maybe she looks differently, but it's the same person that you followed. And if you cannot deal with that, just unfollow. There is a button, you know? There's no problem with that. And she also, I think, she stated that in the video as well, that you can freely unfollow her. It's not a problem. But going around telling people bad stuff about her, also criticizing her under each post she makes, and also the other people that maybe even not her followers, just there for farming her fame, I don't know, and mocking her, dragging her partner into this, it's just, I don't know, it's a low blow. But yes. What saddens me the most is how many people are now taking the opportunity to create content about her. Criticism videos, just to gain views. This is why I personally hate reaction type content on YouTube. There is some exception, like for example Cinnamon Toast Can with Buff Pro. They're very cool and I'm watching them for a long time, but there is some difference with that they just are respectful, and whatever they are reacting to is real stuff that needs to be reacted to, like for example Chris Hansen's show and all of that, you know. There is some logical input there that keeps you both entertained and both educated in a good way. But other people that think that humor equals making fun of someone, I don't know, I don't like that. Because if the person just lives their life and you are just coming there and making content out of belittling them and mocking them, it's not good, you know, not good karma. Also think about that, you know, there are some body positivity people that have naturally big chest and then they make reduction surgery, that they make them smaller. They're not getting that big of backlash then, I don't know. No one hates on them like this. But somehow, if someone chooses to have bigger bobas, then I don't know, they are suddenly an enemy of all society. And it's the end of the world. Double standards much? So without further ado, let's see now some excerpts of Clara Dow's video on this matter that she made, and I will be discussing the points she made there, and I will also comment why I see that those points that she mentioned are the most crucial ones. And after that, we will come back with conclusion, and I also will say some stuff that maybe will leave for someone some nice thoughts to process.
I've worked on myself so much over the years. Like, you have no idea how much I've been through over the years. You know, I feel like a lot of people, of course, I mean, it makes sense. Like, you don't know me in real life. You don't know my history. You don't know what I've been through, you know?
I think this is the point of all problems that is happening now. You don't know her. You don't know her as a person. You don't care for her. Really care. Really care. You see what she shows you, persona, whatever, and most of you don't even think about her beyond the videos that you scrolled after that on YouTube. You care for 10 seconds, you watch the video, you get entertained, and that one happens. You see another video of monkey jumping with a banana, I don't know, or whatever you watch there, no judging. Please touch grass and understand that YouTube is a platform where people create content for people to watch it, and you don't know the person that is making the content, okay?
And of course, there is a certain persona that I portray online. And at that point, I was pure and simple. I was making like my flat chested content and being super simple with like, when I look at myself back then, I'm like, she's so gorgeous. Like, I love her. But everyone changed because everyone grow. As I grow older, I just, like I said, have different interests. Now I want to talk about makeup and beauty.
See, that was her before, and that is her now. Same person, new version. What is the problem then? Why the body positivity community suddenly becomes the most toxic one out of all others?
Body positivity doesn't have to be boxed into like, oh, if you love yourself, then just be happy with yourself and don't change anything. Of course, I know that if you agree with that message, like Fuan, I totally respect that. I think there's definitely validity in that point of view. But from my point of view, I'm like, I love myself. I love myself so much. Changing myself to have fun, to have new experience, to have new version of reality. Like, I see no problem with that. And the love for myself doesn't depend on the size of my chest. Okay, it doesn't depend on like the external factor, what I look like on a certain day. It's so much hurt, so much trauma, and I came out of it. I just want to say that I'm still the same person inside, like my essence is still the same. Like, my essence has always been about confidence and self-love and being a and do what you love. Do what you love.
This is a letter, I don't know, for her right now that I'm making this video, addressing this issue and also speaking up about that, and as an answer to her latest video probably, and also to everyone watching. As I already mentioned, I was following you, Clara, for a long time, and I'm so sorry for you experiencing this right now, because it is happening now. Then in a year or so people will forget about that, and even though they did something bad to you, and you will be experiencing this and re-experiencing this your whole life, for some it will not mean anything at all after that, because they will take a shit in the toilet and, I don't know, watch some, and I don't know what people watch. But here's the truth. People on the internet see creators as perfect images, but they're not, they're just people. And I think people really think about content creators that they should have no flaws, no freedom as well then. And this is when you change. Clara, people say that you let them down, but you need to understand it's just part of the whole backlash that happened. And there are other people that love you, and I will be putting on screen right now the comments that I saw, that they were like heartwarming and were more supporting than others, and I would like to propose to you to focus on them. Also, please, here is this video to support you. So, as we are now on the same page with you, my dear viewer, I think that I will say some more my opinion, and then I will also make a small conclusion, and we'll talk about what it reminds me of as well, the whole situation. I think I will start with that. I don't know whether I'm getting a pass on body positivity stuff to talk about it. Maybe people will cancel me for not just being a part of body positivity, but I see myself as body positive person, even though I don't like to put labels. And yeah, I'm also, I think, flat-chested enough to talk about that. And maybe I'm not that skinny, but I'm more to the chubby version of people, so yeah, I think I get a pass or something. So even though I'm flat-chested, I'm very happy with my body. I never think of surgery or something, because I'm against surgeries as a person, but it's for me. I don't I have no opinion for people that do this, because it's their choice, their body positivity. And I still see how messed up this is, because other people probably don't understand the line between them and other people. Missed some classes in kindergarten on ethic. Yeah, because the internet is soaked with this strange understanding or feeling that people that provide you content probably are your property or something, I don't know why, and that you own them somehow, and then they owe you any explanation when they're doing something in their life. And, you know, having an opinion is one thing, but it's a very distinct difference between having an opinion and, I don't know, hating a person and right on bullying her online. And, you know, saying that she betrayed you because she chose to do something with her body is, I don't know, it's very dystopian. That's wild, and I will repeat myself that body positivity is about loving yourself no matter the changes happen. And also, if you're a body positive person, I think you should be being more accepting towards another people. Sorry. Like, you cannot change them to the image that you created for them. And for example, there can be a body positive person that is overweight, for example, and they suddenly choose to do exercises and change their body and become skinnier. It's their choice, you know. If it's because it will make them healthier, why not? I'm not saying that you can be healthy and overweight, but I'm just saying, if they were indicated that it will be better for them to be skinnier, what's the problem? Why they cannot choose that? They also can get a surgery. They can reduce the loose skin that will be left after rapid change of the weight, you know. It will be still a surgery happening and changing surgically your body, but it still will be them. Body could be changed, but the person stays because they have a soul, they have a heart, you know. They're still the same person and person that they are. And the key word is here that they have a choice. And loving yourself doesn't mean that you should be staying the same forever. This is Clara Dow's version of her that she wants to be and that she accepted to be, and now she is. And she has a choice to be like that, and she's still saying that she is body positive because she loved her body before and her body now. Can you hear that? And if you don't agree, fine, it's alright. Just follow another person that aligns with your, I don't know, choices in life. But don't act like she owes you anything just because you chose to follow her. She made content, she helped people, now she's choosing to do something new, and why not? And I feel like the whole backlash is like a wake-up call for internet, for people who treated her as Jesus or something, I don't know. She's not a god. She's just a person, you know? You cannot base your self-worth and your own understanding of yourself and love of yourself on what people choose to do with their bodies, you know? You can be following a person, you can be seeing that they're delivering a good message, and this is good, okay? You can be having them as, I don't know, polar star of your life, it's okay. But as soon as you make them an idol of your life, a god of your life, this is a point where you are doomed to have disbelief in yourself later and disappointment, you know? You deserve more than that, my friend. She also deserves more than that. Please, respect others, respect yourself. And be yourself no matter what a YouTuber does. Your own insecurities are not the reason for creating some fresh out new insecurities for another person based on your hate. For example, like Clara Dow, just imagine right now what she's feeling after going through the surgery, which is a very complicated process. That was her choice, but you need to understand that now she may be hating herself just because you people create this kind of hate lash on her. She deserves to be happy in her body, as you deserve that. I'm happy to make this video. I know that probably it will not reach that many people as hate ones or something. I hope that at least Clara Dow will watch this, and if not, it's alright. In my thoughts, I'm with her. The only purpose of this video is that I hope that some people will watch this and will see the point that I'm trying to make, and it will help them to maybe make a reality check in their life and understand that maybe not all that they see on the internet has to be perfect or ideal, or if it is so, then probably something is not right. So now we can talk about what it reminds me of, the whole situation. And I think YouTube has this all time happening again and again. The famous line, "Oh, I'm missing the old insert any YouTuber's name version of them." So yeah, I don't know. Some people are just like that, and I think it's the same that is happening now with Clara, because she grew up to so many million followers, and now because she just did something as a bad doggy would do, because good doggy does what? Whatever the person that owns her says to her, "Doggy, you need to dance that way," and now the doggy dance another way. Oh no, bad doggy. No, I don't know. It's just, I'm trying to show you how comical is this, that you are trying to teach the person how they should act, and moreover people are trying to press her into saying apologies, telling like, "I'm sorry for that, I don't know, made you disappointed with me." I don't know. I think we are quite grown people on the internet that are watching a lot of right now empathy videos and I don't know, some psychology stuff, and everyone is so clever to judge what kind of psychological problem anyone has on the internet, very popular stuff with labeling people, and still people are like missing out the point that they're looking funny from a side and forgetting that whatever they feel, disappointment and other stuff, is their feelings, and Clara Dow is another person that is not responsible for their feelings. She can do whatever. I'm not saying that she made the good stuff, bad stuff. I'm not saying, she just made something. Whatever you are feeling in your life, let's be like in kindergarten. Yes, I will get closer for this. So when you are feeling stuff, it's your stuff. You cannot put your stuff on other people. Look at this kitty. If this kitty will now say to me, "Bark," but I thought it would say to me, "Meow," I cannot now throw away this kitty. I did that, but let's get it back. Okay, but I still love this kitty because it will stay on my mic. Because I understand you can express yourself as you like. So if people right now like the trend of being acceptable, love LGBTQ and all other parts of community that are like usually were despised and everything, and saying we need to accept people, we need to love people, you cannot do the same stuff against other people, like hating them just based on the choice they made that doesn't make you happy. So yeah, it was just a fun exchange, and I hope that you through that can understand better my point. But what it reminds me of the whole situation with this dancing doggy and not dancing doggy, PewDiePie, when he stopped to do the content he was all the life making, like for example he switched from just funny content and just gaming content to vlogging. He has the life of his dreams, and he has a wonderful wife, he has a child now, and he's somehow deciding to focus on his life now. And people are still commenting on his videos sometimes, but at the beginning it was even more that, okay, I miss the old PewDiePie. Okay, but it's the same PewDiePie, it's just a happy one. I think also there was a singer that before she was all the time having songs that look like very childish ones, but with very bizarre line under them, and it was her style of conducting the message. After some time, she announced a new version of herself, that she became a fairy-like, alien-like creature, and she started to create music in that way. And I remember also people were hateful against this new persona, even though she's just continuing her creative way. Also, Billie Eilish, there's so many people now that are still saying that, oh, I miss the old one, now she's not that. I don't know why, but people think that a person should stay the same forever, even though they themselves change all the time. Billie Eilish just became older, and also she changed a little bit of her appearance, the way she sings songs, and she's approaching different genres of songs, so why not? Like, my point is, if you like the creator, if you liked whatever they were giving you, and they were the producers of the stuff that they were doing, you need to understand that when they change, it's better for you to love them still, because it's the same person, and maybe they can give you something even better and new with a new version of themselves. Why not? But yeah, I think the whole problem is just that the internet needs a new person to hate on every month or so. And with that being said, I just want to finish this video on a happy note and say that Clara, thank you for making great content before and showing your new self now. And I'm happy that you are more accepting of yourself now. And I understand that you have many struggles that were happening behind the screen that no one would be ever seeing, as you mentioned in your video. And just, yeah, raise your head up and don't think about that, and stay happy, smile every day. And I hope that you have all your dreams accomplished and let you have a wonderful life with your partner. Bye bye. Whoever was watching, thank you for watching the video, and I hope it was an interesting one, or at least a fun one. If you disagree with me or agree with me, let me know in the comments. I will be happy to read them. And yes, have a nice day, have a nice life, and I hope you change your beliefs if you were a kind of person that hate on others, and if you were not, cool, we are the same. Yes. And I hope that we can create a better place in YouTube, that the people will be more happy to see people grow and change if they want to, and we'll see people for people and not just for content. This is the end. Meow meow.
Bloopers.
Wow. So much for going like that. Я не могу. That is why I personally hate reaction. Какой reaction? Famous line. Oh, I loved the old YouTube neighbor. YouTube neighbor. Sorry.